Let's go to Oakland. There he is, Randy Johnson, early on in the second inning. You had a feeling. Look at Mike Flowers make the obligatory good defensive play in a no-hit bid. Fourth inning. Strikes at Ricky Henderson. Eric 20th Century Fox, gone. And Ruben High Sierra, gone. Perfect game at this point. Top of the sixth, bases loaded for the Mariners. Bobby Witt, who flirted with a no-hitter in his last start till the seventh inning. Well, it's Mike Flowers who flirts with a grand slam. Right to the Bordix butt watchers sign. 6-0 Mariners. Randy Johnson. What is he feeling? Tony La Russa looking for a hit. Bottom of the sixth. 3-1 count. He walks Scott Heeman. But then, well, the pitch goes to 3-1 to Heeman. Then he strikes him out on the next two pitches. All right, perfect game still intact. Lance Blankenship. Called third strike. He's not happy. Bottom of the seventh. Perfect game intact. Ricky Henderson leading off. Get him out of there on the curveball. His 10th strikeout. 26 times, 10 or more in his career. Against Fox, another strikeout. Bottom of the eighth. Dale Swain, sit down, his 11th K. But Kevin Seitzer would walk on a full count. Breaking up perfection. Next man up, Brent Gates. 5, 4, 3, DP. No-hitter intact into the ninth inning. The scoreboard tells the story. After a leadoff walk, Terry Steinbach up. Ground ball to short. There's one out, a fielder's choice. Lance Blankenship, 1 for 17 in his career against Johnson. As soon as you put that up there, you knew he would come through with a base hit. Oh darn, you've sunk my Blankenship. Lance did in. The no-no bid for Randy Johnson. But oh, by the way, any trouble? No concentration lost. The strikeout of Ruben Sierra, he'll settle with a one-hitter. A brilliant job. Randy Johnson authors the one-hitter as Seattle blanks Oakland by a count. The Chief Knockahoma, maybe Chief Wild Eagle over from F Troop, looking for the sweep. Top of the first inning, nails Lenny Dykstra. Leads off with a double to right field. But Dykstra, thinking for third, has to scramble to get back into second. Phillies lead 1-0 after one. Braves come back in the fifth inning. Tony Tarasco's routine pop-up can't be handled by Duncan because Mariano lost his shades. The future's so bright, but you got to wear shades. Jeff Blauser strikes out Mickey Owen, misses the third strike. Tarasco comes in to score. It's 3-1 Braves. Phillies rally back, take a 4-3 lead top of the seventh inning. Milt Thompson playing a big role for the Phils with two men on, but the youngster, Tony Tarasco sauce, makes the sliding catch. And now we're tied 4-4 in the top of the eighth. The Mick, Mickey Morandini, that Mick. Base hit, drives in Duncan, 5-4 Phils. Bottom of the ninth, you know the wild thing is on. This year, not wildness, just effectiveness. 14 saves for Mitch Williams as he strikes out Otis Nixon. Danny Jackson, 0-4 last year against Atlanta. Well, he gets the win today. He's now 4-1 as a Philly. And Smith, it's 3-0 Reds already at this point. Chris Sabo fouls it off, fouls it off, fouls it off, and he fouls it off. Bryn Smith saying, well, let's see, what can I get that he won't foul off? Well, he will foul it off, he will foul it off, he will foul it off, he will foul it off. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to foul it off. Fouls up 9 pitches. Then finally, after battling, Sabo makes it pay off with a base hit to left field. Gets a rally going. Bases loaded for pitcher making his major league debut, John Roper. Look at Roper with the high tops at number 44. What is it, Eric Davis? It's a base hit. Milligan scores. Looking for, is it ED? He's slender. Same inning. Well, we know that is Kevin Mitchell. And Mitch, shot to left field. Roper scores. Bobby Kelly scores. 9 runs in the third for the Reds. With a 12-0 lead, Roper strikes out Darrell Boston. 21 years of age, Roper came up, gave up 5 hits in 6 innings, sent back down to the minor, made 1 start because Belcher got hit by a line drive. But will we see from him again? Going at home today against the Orioles. Well, Bill Gullickson, big news that he's back, but now he's out. Takes the shot by Harold Reynolds, gimps to make the play. Fortunate, though, X-rays negative. David Haas in relief of Gullickson. But unfortunately, the Orioles started burning down the Haas because Leo Gomez golfs one out, barely over the fence. And then Chris Bubbles Hoyles and Troubles makes Haas feel like Brick Haas. It's another home run and it's 2-1 Orioles. But did somebody say home run? Cecil Fielder? Watch this. Just watch. Off Mike Mussina, the ace. Boom! I won't even say back. It's roof, 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 roof. Almost over until it rolls back 475 feet. 3-2 the Orioles lead, but Mussina was tough against Kreuter, against Travis Fryman with the hook, and against Gibby. 14 strikeouts in 8 innings of work ties the club record held by Bob Turley in 54, Connie Johnson in 57, Mike Boddicker in the 83 ALCS also struck out 14. Mussina ties the record today. Witt pitching. Tell you what, the Blue Jays seem to always be together in Yankee Stadium. I mean, there's every series they go double digits once. That's Paul Molitor with a homer. And then next batter up, Joe Carter. Back. Gone. His 12th, 2-0 Toronto. For Mike Witt, got worse. Top of the second with a man on. Devo whips it good. Sends it deep to center. Gerald Williams gives it a go. Gives it a good go. Just over his glove. Devo's third homer makes it 6-1 Toronto. Scott Kamenicki on in relief, no relief. John Olerud hits a home run. His 5th of the year, 9-1 Jays. Scorecard's getting a workout, and so's the glove of Todd Stottlemyre. Whoa, look, Ma, no hands. Makes the play on Deion James. But not all the Yankees went out quietly. Mac no Noakes, an upper deck shot. And then in the 7th inning, Noakes again. 2 off Stottlemyre today, 7 in his career off Stottlemyre. 5 ribbies today for Matty Noakes. But back to the Jays. Why did they get Paul Molitor this season? Well, because he too would hit 2 homers in this game. 10-4 Toronto. But this is Paul Molitor. He's on second base. Wild pitch by Andy Cook. You watch the veteran. It's a blowout game, right? He rounds third. He's going to head for home. And score from second base. Nice job, Molly. Nice job, Jays. They beat New York 12-6. Olerud in the series was 7 for 11 with 4 RBIs. As Stottlemyre equals his mark. They are meeting for the first time this season, this weekend. And today they did the Texas two-step in Arlington in the rubber game of the series. Big day for the White Sox bats. Bo off the gambler, Kenny Rogers. 5-0 White Sox first inning. Bases loaded for Chicago in the second inning. Ellis Burks sends it back. Gone. And after an inning and 2/3 for Kenny Rogers, he had no one to fold him. He was gone. Gave up 10 runs on 9 hits. Dean Palmer for Texas with the bases loaded. A slam off Alex Fernandez. White Sox still lead at 11-4. Some good D along with all this hitting for Chicago. Watch Joey Albacora make the play. Give the Rangers credit. They pulled it within a touchdown, but they couldn't get the Hail Mary at the end of the game. And the White Sox, 6 RBIs for Ellis Burks. Pair of homers. He has 6 on the year. And the White Sox roll over Texas 15-8. Boston at Minnesota. Brian Harper in the first inning with the bases loaded off Paul Quantrill. Look at Greenwell lazy, and it cost the Sox because look who's lumbering home. Dave Winfield makes him pay. But a big 7th inning for Boston. Greenwell ground ball to Herbeck. Herbeck tries to hold the runner, but then it's Scott Fletcher doing the hustling and ties the game at 4. Still on the 7th. Mo Vaughn. Base hit to right. Scores Ernest I can see for Riles. It's 5-4 Sox. Then Tony Pena. Down the right field line. Scott Little Deuce Cooper comes around to score. The Red Sox lead it and win it by the count of 11-5. So Boston saw Minnesota do some hitting yesterday. This time they come back late and win the game 11-5. Milwaukee on a big game from John Jaha, 2-run single and a 4-run first. Milwaukee went on to beat Cleveland 5-3. Jaime Navarro, first victory of the season. Kansas City and the Angels. George Brett, 40 years old yesterday. Yeah, 40 years young. Against John Farrell. Back. Gone. George Brett, home run. 1-0 Royals. Wally Joyner, a fly ball to left. Luis Polonia makes the play. Comes up throwing. Felix Jose, is he safe? But he's called out. Al McRae lets Durwood Merrill know what he thinks of the call. And guess what? He's gone. Jeff Montgomery makes Chad Curtis gone. Montgomery comes on to save. George Brett breaks a tie. Now is 12th by his lonesome on the extra base list. George, 40 years young. Nice job and happy birthday. Kansas City beat California. Here we go from the Big O. Yeah, they're watching pucks on the scoreboard, but they're thinking sweep in the ballpark. 1-0 Mets. 4th inning, bases loaded for Montreal. And Moise is a little base hit to right. 2 runs are going to score. The Expos lead it 2-1. Top of the 6th, Ken Hill on the mound. Bobby Bowe, a monster shot. Larry Walker pulls a Yaz. Doesn't even move. 3-2 Expos. 2 out in the 9th. Todd Hundley. Back. It's gone. Ken Hill hadn't allowed a homer all year. Allows 3 solo dingers. The game is tied at 3. But you know it's inevitable. Extra innings. Mets. Yeah, you got it. Mike Lansing, base hit. Jeff Kent couldn't be Clark Kent. Sean Berry scores. And the Expos in 12 win it by the count of 4-3. Another tough season in New York for the Mets and Bobby Bonilla for the Dodgers. Also in the field, oh, by the way, Ken Helmet Caminiti at 3rd. Nice backhander on Tim Wallach in the 4th. At the plate, Doug Drabeck. Outstanding athlete, good at the plate. Base hit, scores Andujar Cedeno. Astros lead it 2-0. Dodgers now 2-1. And Corey Snyder, every time he gets in a lineup, he does some good. Here he hits Drabeck, shot off the wall. Mike Pepperoni Piazza motors home, and we're tied at 2. Bottom of the 7th, same score, tied at 2. It's Drabeck. Are you kidding? Back. Gone. His 2nd career home run, 3-2 Stros. But then top of the 8th, look at Caminiti in the Dodger dugout. In the stands. Makes the playoff. Karros' pop. Defense, pitching, and pitchers hitting. And the Astros beat the Dodgers 3-2. Marlins at the Cards. Pitchers duel between Luis Aquino. 8 innings of 3-hit ball. And the hurdy-gurdy man, Donovan Osborne. Retired 10 straight at one point. May Latchman's Team Teal got some D. Chuck, baby, you can drive my car, robs Alisea. But in the bottom of the 9th of a scoreless game, Todd Good Housekeeping Zeal. Bases loaded against Trevor Hoffman, the Marlins reliever. And a shot at the middle, base hit. The Marlins had held the Cards scoreless for 17 straight innings, but they only get the split as the Cardinals win in the bottom of the 9th by the count of 1-0. At Wrigley, the Pirates beat the Cubs 5-3. Big story here, Bob intentional walk. Now 14-3 lifetime against the Cubs. His last loss to the Cubs, April in 1990.